Lewis Hamilton's journey with Ferrari in the 2025 Formula One season was supposed to be legendary. It was meant to be the final chapter of a record-breaking career, filled with glory, passion, and maybe that elusive 8th world title. But just a few races into the season, that dream is starting to look like a nightmare. His words after another painful weekend sum up the situation perfectly. It's there. It's just, we can't use it. That one sentence shows the deep frustration Hamilton is feeling in his new home at Ferrari. The issue isn't the speed of the car. On paper, the SF25 has the pace to compete with the best. The data is solid, the numbers look good, and the car shows potential in qualifying and during practice sessions. But when Sunday arrives and it's time to race, something always goes wrong. It could be a bad strategy call, a slow pit stop, or unexpected tire wear. And every time, the chance of a good result slips away. For a driver like Hamilton, who joined Ferrari with the goal of making history, this situation is not just disappointing, it's heartbreaking. When Lewis Hamilton made the bold choice to leave Mercedes after so many successful years and join Ferrari, it shocked the world. Many people saw it as a beautiful ending to his career. A racing legend wearing the red suit of the most famous team in motorsport, going after the one thing that had slipped through his fingers, the 8th championship. It had all the ingredients of a fairy tale. But now, only a few races into the season, that fairy tale is crumbling under pressure. Hamilton still believes in the car's potential. He says the performance is there, but the team can't unlock it when it matters the most. This isn't a case of a bad car. This is about a system that isn't functioning well. The SF25 is a car with good raw speed. It often looks competitive during practice runs and qualifying sessions. But when the lights go out on race day, Ferrari fails to deliver. That failure doesn't come from just one mistake. It comes from a pattern of poor strategy, miscommunication, and questionable decisions that waste every opportunity. Lewis Hamilton has openly talked about how hard the team is working behind the scenes. They are not giving up. But he also admits they are always trying to unlock something that should already be there. This is a key point. The car doesn't need to be reinvented. The basics are there. What's missing is the ability to execute during the race. The issue isn't with the engine or the chassis. It's with how the team uses what they have. The biggest concern is Ferrari's race strategy. Over and over again, the team finds itself reacting instead of leading. In Formula One, timing is everything. Pit stop decisions, tire changes, and race strategy must be made in seconds. And yet Ferrari's decisions often feel delayed and confused. Hamilton, who is known for being brilliant at reading races, keeps finding himself in frustrating situations. In one race, he was left out on worn tires too long. In another, the team missed the chance for an undercut that could have gained valuable positions. These moments add up. A few seconds lost in a pit stop or a poor decision on when to pit can be the difference between a podium finish and ending the race outside the top 5. Hamilton has even said, "You give your all and then you're told to box at the worst possible time." That kind of radio communication is not just annoying, it destroys trust. And in Formula One, trust between the driver and the team is everything. It's also important to talk about Hamilton's relationship with Charles Leclerc. Leclerc is the driver Ferrari has been building around ever since Sebastian Vettel left. He's younger, has more time at Ferrari, and is seen by many as the team's golden boy. On paper, a Hamilton-Leclerc pairing should be unstoppable. Two of the most talented drivers of this generation, pushing each other and lifting Ferrari to new heights. But in reality, the partnership is turning into a silent power struggle. Hamilton has been polite in interviews. He's said things like, "We're both pushing the car to its limit." But it's hard to ignore the tension. In situations where the team has to make a 50-50 call between the two drivers, it often feels like they favor Leclerc. Whether that is true or just how it seems, it's creating a difficult atmosphere. Hamilton is not used to being treated as a backup plan. He spent years as the lead driver at Mercedes, and now he's in a place where he doesn't feel fully supported. This growing tension between Hamilton and the team is a serious problem. When a champion starts losing faith in the people around him, performance goes down. Hamilton's tone in interviews has changed. He no longer talks about when Ferrari will win, but if. He says things like, there's potential, there's speed, but we're not clicking as a unit. That shows how deep the problem goes. It's not just about the stopwatch. It's about teamwork and unity, both of which seem to be missing. Frédéric Vasseur, the team principal of Ferrari, was brought in to fix these exact problems. He was expected to cut through internal politics, bring structure, and turn Ferrari into a well-organized fighting force. But the results so far don't show much improvement. Strategy errors continue, mistakes keep happening, and the questions are growing louder. Can Vasseur really lead Ferrari back to the top? Even Vasseur admits that the team is underperforming. He has said it's not about blaming anyone, but about execution. The trouble is that execution is exactly where Ferrari keeps failing. And in the world of Formula One, where margins are tiny and everything happens at lightning speed, execution is the one thing you can't afford to get wrong. Outside the team, the noise is getting louder. Fans and media are asking tough questions. Social media is filled with criticism. Every mistake Ferrari makes becomes a meme. Every strange radio message goes viral. This isn't just about losing races anymore. It's about losing credibility. Hamilton has said, we can't keep doing the same thing and expecting different results. That's not just frustration. That's a warning. Many fans are starting to wonder, did Hamilton make a mistake by joining Ferrari? Is this going to turn into another Fernando Alonso-style story, where a great driver joins Ferrari with high hopes and ends up frustrated and empty-handed? We've seen this pattern before, with Alonso, with Vettel, even with Schumacher in his early Ferrari years. But what makes Hamilton's situation different is the huge expectation that came with his move. He didn't come to rebuild. He came to win right away. After a recent race where he finished only P7, Hamilton was honest. We've got the pace, but no consistency. That's what wins titles. He's absolutely right. A fast car is only part of the equation. Without consistency, without smart strategy, and without trust, you don't win championships. And right now, Ferrari is falling short in every one of those areas. So what happens now? Does Hamilton decide to stay patient and help fix the problems? Does Ferrari finally get their act together and give him the support he needs? Or are we watching the early signs of a slow, painful separation? Because the truth is, Hamilton doesn't have 5 years to waste. He's 40 now. Every race counts. Every mistake brings him closer to retirement, without that 8th title. Hamilton has said he believes in the team, but belief isn't enough. Belief doesn't win races. Execution does, unity does, trust does, and Ferrari needs to give Hamilton a reason to keep that belief alive. Right now, all they're giving him is disappointment. This story isn't just about a car that doesn't work right. It's about a champion who gave up everything, comfort, security, and a winning team, to take one final shot at greatness. Hamilton left behind a place where he had complete trust, where everything was built around him, to join Ferrari and chase history. He took a risk. And at the moment, that risk is not paying off. There's still time. The season isn't over. Upgrades are coming. Strategies can improve. The team can still turn things around. But every weekend that passes, without progress, makes that goal harder to reach. The clock is ticking. The championship doesn't wait for anyone, not even for a 7-time world champion in red. So when Hamilton says, it's there, it's just we can't use it, he's not just talking about the car. He's talking about Ferrari as a whole, about the missed chances, about the lack of sharp decisions, about the system that refuses to deliver when it counts. This chapter in Hamilton's